So I'm applying moisturizer to my face to get it prepped and ready for my foundation, and I have a makeup prep video as well as a full foundation routine video. If you guys are interested in seeing that, I'll link it down below in the description bar. I'm going to brush out my brows and fill them in using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Ash Brown, and I'm just going to fill in any of the sparse areas and gaps where I'm still growing my brows out. Then I'm going to add a shape and clean up my brows at the bottom using concealer, and I'm just using a brush from BH Cosmetics, and so far I'm really liking these brushes, but I'm just going to do that right here and add an eyeshadow base to the lid for my shadows. Now I'm adding my pressed powder that I use for my face as a transition shade all over the crease, the upper crease, and on the lid. And then in the Missy Lynn palette, I'm going to take that grape purple color and just apply this to the crease using that same brush. And I'm just going to blend it out for no harsh lines. And then I'm going to pick up this brown color, which is a very buildable color, and with that same brush apply it on the outer corners. And this is like a transition to the deeper purple color in that palette that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to lay it right on top. Now I'm going to take the gold highlight from the palette and just apply it on my lid for a lid color. And I really like this for the lid. I've been using it a lot, not only as a highlight but as a lid color, and it's just very beautiful. It's very pigmented. And then I'm going to highlight my brow bone using the Anastasia Lavish palette in the color Cream, and add some mascara to the upper and lower lashes. This is Benefit's Roller Lash, almost said, I don't know what I said, but I'm just going to apply this, and I love this mascara. It's probably one of my favorites so far, and I'm just going to add a few coats for that. And here I'm adding primer to my face, getting it ready for that foundation. And I'm going to be using a Real Technique sponge and the matte poreless Fit Me foundation, and this foundation is bomb.com so far. It's yellow and it looks a little lighter, but when I tried it on my neck in the store, it worked perfectly, so I'm feeling like the lighting was a little off, but I like to get my foundations a shade lighter anyway because it kind of settles and oxidizes, and then it ends up being my perfect shade. But I definitely know that I needed a yellow undertone foundation, and this gave it to me, so I'm just applying this to my face. And then I'm going to set it with my City Color Cosmetics Flawless Finish Mineral Powder. And I'm also going to set my under eyes with that same powder, but just in a lighter color. Then I'm going to add some bronzer from the NYX Cosmetics Contour Highlight Kit, and I'm just using my BH Cosmetics brush that I mentioned in my beauty haul, and I'm just applying this to the perimeter of my face to kind of warm up my face from that foundation. And then I'm going to take the darkest color of that contour palette with another BH Cosmetics brush and just kind of contour lightly. And I have to say, I have no problems with this palette, honestly, you guys. It works really well for my skin tone, so I don't know if it's just a matter of just different skin tones liking it or not, but so far I've been loving it. The powders blend out really nice, and it's a really nice pigmentation, so so far I've been liking it. And then I'm going to take a fan brush with that gold highlight that I used on my lid to the high points of my cheeks from that same Missy Lynn palette. Now I'm going to contour my nose using that same contour color with a pencil brush, and I love this pencil brush, and then just blend it all out. And then I'm going to pick up that gold highlight color from the palette and just apply it on the cupid's bow and the tip of my nose for a more of a glow. And then I realized I wanted a little more color to the lower lash line, so I took that same pencil brush and picked up the deeper purple color from that palette and just applied it right under and blended it out with the orange color from that palette. For the lips, I wanted to kind of keep it a little neutral because the eyes were kind of sultry. So I tried this peachy nude and it was a little too light. So then I applied Zerch, which is a soft matte lip cream from NYX Cosmetics. And then it was still a little too light for me. So then I picked up Cane's and applied it to the corners of my lips. And I love the look. So that's what I ended up with. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your Google+, subscribe to me, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Love yous. Bye.